The original Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie was expected to be a deep dive into the multiverse. However, what we got was more of a disappointment than anything else because it wasn't the original movie that was planned. The original Doctor Strange 2, which was supposed to be directed by Scott Derrickson, was intended to be a horror action film. This movie was potentially going to be one of the best of its phase. Let's dive into what could have made it so exciting. The villain, Nightmare. The villain of the original script was going to be Nightmare. The idea of introducing Nightmare had been considered since the first Doctor Strange movie. The plan was to wait until audiences became familiar with Doctor Strange's character before introducing Nightmare, the Lord of Fear from the Dream Dimension. In the Marvel Universe, whenever someone sleeps, they enter the Dream Dimension, where Nightmare feeds on their fears. This setup could have made Doctor Strange 2 Marvel's first true horror movie. In this version, Strange would confront his greatest fear, watching his sister drown when they were kids. This scene was reportedly shot, but Kevin later decided against making a horror movie, and the scene was removed. Wanda's role. Post-WandaVision, Wanda was shown as a more stable character in this version of the movie. She wasn't a villain, but rather a part of Strange's team. Together, Strange, Wanda, and others traveled through different dimensions to stop Nightmare and other minor villains. Meanwhile, we would see different variants of Doctor Strange. You might wonder, what about the WandaVision ending with the Darkhold scene? In this version, the movie would show Wanda slowly being corrupted by the Darkhold as the horror adventure unfolded. As situations grew tougher, she would use the Darkhold's magic to tackle challenges, unknowingly allowing the magic to gain control over her. By the end of the movie, while Nightmare was defeated, Wanda would be set up as a future villain, setting up Blade and the supernatural. This movie was also supposed to set up the Blade movie and introduce vampires and other supernatural elements into the MCU. It would establish that supernatural beings not only exist, but also that there are forces dedicated to fighting them. Clea, who only had a post-credit cameo in the released movie, was supposed to have a significant role here. She would help Doctor Strange, eventually becoming his love interest, allowing him to move on from Christine Palmer. A focus on Doctor Strange's life. This version of the movie focused more on Doctor Strange's personal life and set up the supernatural side of the MCU. However, Scott Derrickson's plan seemed too risky to Kevin at the time. He reportedly kept interfering with Derrickson's vision, leading the director to drop out of the project despite his successful first installment. Enter Sam Raimi and major changes. Sam Raimi then took over the project, inheriting much of the already filmed material and adapting it to Marvel's requirements. However, the COVID-19 pandemic caused further disruptions. Marvel took the opportunity to overhaul the movie, which led to No Way Home being released before Multiverse of Madness. Originally, Multiverse of Madness was supposed to come first, directly connecting to No Way Home, with America Chavez making a cameo in No Way Home. Additionally, Doctor Strange's introduction to the multiverse would have been handled differently. The Superior Iron Man rumors. Remember the rumors about Superior Iron Man appearing in the movie? They weren't just rumors. Scott Derrickson's version was reportedly set to feature Superior Iron Man as the leader of the Illuminati. We were also supposed to see the main Earth version of Mordo, not just the one from the Illuminati's universe. The Book of Vashani, Vashani itself, and possibly even Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme, were also to make appearances. The Desert Dimension and a dark twist. There were additional rumors that Strange, Wong, Mordo, and Wanda would explore a dimension ravaged by an incursion. This desolate, desert-like universe would be littered with the dead bodies of Doctor Strange variants. It was here that Strange would encounter Nightmare, later revealed to be a variant of himself who had absorbed Nightmare's powers and taken his place. While this twist remains unconfirmed, concept art supports the idea of a desert scene with dead Strange variants. Even if we ignore this twist, the rest of the planned elements sound compelling. The original Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could have been a fantastic movie, exploring the supernatural, horror, and personal growth of Strange. Elizabeth Olsen, who plays Wanda, even stated earlier that the writers seemed unaware of where Wanda's character arc had ended in WandaVision. They turned her into a villain abruptly, contradicting her redemption arc. It's a shame that this potentially groundbreaking multiverse horror movie was never realized. With the repeated delays of Blade, it seems like Marvel is hesitant to delve into the horror genre for now. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share it, and subscribe to our channel for more contents. To understand how powerful Sentry is, watch the video above. And to know post-Secret Wars roadmap, watch the one below. I'll be back with a new video soon.